A woman was out in the mountains picking mushrooms when she suddenly spotted a tiny nest of baby animals scattered on the ground. She picked them up and realized they still had a faint warmth to their bodies. If she left them there, they wouldn't survive the cold. So she decided to take every single one of them home. She wasn't sure she could raise them, but anything was better than leaving them to fend for themselves. The moment she arrived home, she wrapped them in warm blankets. She comforted them gently, telling them not to be scared. "This is your home now," she whispered. To help them survive, she hand-fed each one, carefully, patiently, and didn't stop until every belly was full. Then she tucked them back into their little nest. The moment she brought them home, she knew she had a responsibility, and she couldn't help but wonder, what would they look like when they grew up? From that day on, she treated them like tiny treasures cupped in her hands. She watched their little bodies every single day for changes. A few days later, she started to worry. What if they were baby rats? Their skin was turning dark and their tails were getting longer. But to find out the truth, she kept raising them anyway, even though she was nervous. As they grew, their appetite grew even faster. She basically became their full-time babysitter. Even though their eyes were still closed, these little ones could already feel the warmth of their new home. Day after day of careful feeding. And finally, they began to transform. She was so grateful she didn't abandon them that day. Turns out, they weren't rats at all, but baby squirrels. Without a mother's warmth, they always huddled together to stay cozy. But under her care, they grew healthier every day. When their eyes finally opened, they looked at her like she was their mom. Every day, they crowded around her for milk. Even as they got bigger, she still treated them like her own babies. After all, she raised them with her own hands. Her husband often brought them outside to feel the fresh air and sunshine. Soon, they realized these babies had endless curiosity. They could study a single suitcase for a whole day. So she built them a little climbing area to train them for the day they'd return to the wild. Their presence brought so much joy to the family. They ate tons of nuts and veggies every day, but she never minded. As time passed, the backyard became their playground. Whether they stayed or left was up to them, but whenever they came back, there was always food waiting. She even hung feeding boxes in the trees. They'd grab food while stuffing more into their cheeks. One by one, some squirrels left, but a few would still run out the moment she called. Every single time. Then one day, pine cones started piling up on her balcony. She looked up and realized the squirrels were bringing her gifts from the treetops. She never expected her small act of kindness would bring so many unexpected blessings. Now she has more pine cones than she could ever finish.